I'm just reviewing back to a new Crash Bandicoot 2 Insane Trilogy Chill stream, and yeah, if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And yeah, we are continuing the save file. We are continuing the save file that we left off on when it came to the anniversary. You know, the 29th, 27th anniversary for Crash and Spyro that I made. When it came to the Crash 2 save file we made. We are going to be continuing that save file. How is everybody's week going, the past week? I watched Screamboat. If y'all didn't catch my review on it, I watched the second Steamboat Willie slasher. And I will say, I definitely found more enjoyment on that one compared to Mousetrap. I would say. Yeah, I will say, I did find more enjoyment on Screamboat. Just my opinion, of course. All is just my opinion. But I just found it to be made a bit better compared to the whole Mousetrap. Mickey's Mousetrap, however you want to put it. Especially considering with Steamboat Willie, they actually didn't just have a guy in a mask. Yeah, they didn't just have a guy in a mask in this movie, unlike on Mousetrap. They actually made Steamboat Willie actually look like a legit mouse. Especially how tiny he is as well on Screamboat. That's what I find a bit better compared to the two movies. And if y'all did not know, the guy who actually played Willie in Screamboat is actually the same guy who played the main one, the Grinch, in the main one. Yeah, it's actually the same actress, the same actor, who actually played the main one. I mean, just in the overall appearance, when you look at Steamboat Willie on Screamboat, you could definitely tell that it's the same guy. And I guess you could say this movie kind of also ended on a cliffhanger as well. Yeah, this movie also kind of ended on a cliffhanger. But I don't think it's as bad as the whole Mousetrap one, right? That whole Mousetrap cliffhanger. Or Mousetrap ending, I would say. With Mickey basically just saying, the guy in the Mickey costumes just saying, "Come with me. I have so many people I want you to meet. We are just getting started." And doing that laugh. You know, when freeing that girl, that only girl that was left, right? If I remember. Yeah, that she was in that prison cell, basically. And Mickey freed her. Which, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually would end up being Minnie Mouse, right? To think if that's actually like Minnie Mouse. Turns out to be Minnie Mouse. That girl from the ending would be. And of course we do kind of see Minnie Mouse, or the Minnie Mouse version from the Steamboat Willie cartoon at the end of Screamboat as well, coming up to Willie himself. So they kind of similarly, and on the same, kind of the same way, in a sort of a way, I guess you could say. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to restart this, because I wouldn't even have time to kill those. And yeah, what did everybody think of the whole Nintendo Direct as well, with the whole Mario stuff? And the Super Mario Galaxy movie as well. I like the title of it. Pretty similar to the games of the Mario Galaxy games. I do like that. It has a similar name onto the games. I really do like that. Dang it. Yeah, I didn't even put in the name. It's fine. And yeah, it's coming out April of next year. I know that. April of 2026 is when it's releasing. I mean, the first movie released in April as well of 2023. So in a way, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? That it kind of makes sense this movie would also release in April. I just guess in a way it kind of makes sense. The next movie review that we'll be releasing is on that Elio movie. You know, that nobody even really knew his existence when it came to being so poorly advertised for the theaters. But yeah, it is releasing on Disney Plus on the 17th. So I am going to be checking the movie out and giving what I think on it. I mean, this is a movie that definitely looks pretty cute. Just from, like, a cute movie, I would say. Just from the announcement. Just from the announcement, when they first revealed it, I thought it was a cute looking, like, it was going to be a cute movie. And I still think it's going to be one of those kind of movies. Going to have a pretty cute story. And of course, at the Nintendo Direct, they obviously had Final Fantasy, but no Kingdom Hearts, obviously. Yeah, of course they had to have Final Fantasy there, a Square Enix property, but not Kingdom Hearts. Which I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't even expecting Kingdom Hearts at a Nintendo event. I wasn't even expecting anything anyway, so yeah, I didn't get any hopes up or anything, because really at a Nintendo event, I wouldn't really see Kingdom Hearts being shown there. And what do y'all think of that whole post that I made, that the Crash Bandicoot, official Crash Bandicoot account, on X. Again, I still say Twitter, but on X, on the is that just a little fun joke that they just made? You know, like they don't chase trends, they crash them. I've seen some people actually saying, what if this is like, or could this be like a tease or something to something new coming? I mean, and a lot of people are saying, and I can agree as well. I love Crash with all my heart. It's one of my all-time favorite games. And of course, the very first game, the very first franchise of a video game that I ever played. But we can all agree that it's time for Spyro to have some spotlight. Right? I love you, Crash. I love you, Crash Bandicoot, with all my heart. One of my all-time favorite, again, will always be one of my all-time favorite video games, up there with all the other games I love. But can we just all agree that, you know, it is time for Spyro to have some shine? I mean, what do you also think of that whole concept art posting, or not concept art, but art in general, that Toys for Bob released on the anniversary to celebrate 27 years for Spyro? A lot of people are actually theorizing that it actually is like a first look at Spyro's design for Spyro 4. People are believing that what if this is a tease, an official first look tease at Spyro's design for his fourth game. Again, obviously, we're all assuming that the new Spyro game will be Spyro 4, right? We're just all assuming it's gonna be Spyro 4, of course. Because again, Crash got his fourth game, so again, Spyro needs to have his fourth proper game. Like I said, I do think that, yeah, it's time for Spyro, right, to be next in line. I mean, think about it. We're edging close to the 7-year anniversary of the Reignited trilogy, or the 7 or 8 year anniversary of the Reignited trilogy. If you think about it, we're edging close to November, and in November, it's going to be 7 or 8 years. I'm going to have to count exactly. I know it was 2018. Which again, feels so long ago. I swear, it feels so long ago. Those years just felt so long ago. And hopefully y'all have y'all's calendars marked for the 27th. All us Minecraft fans. Hopefully all of y'all have y'all's calendars marked for the 27th. Because Minecraft Live is on September 27th. The second Minecraft Live of this year. And do I believe, I mean, as of right now, of course, we still have no release date when the Copper Age update is coming out. Do I believe that we'll see the release date announced at Minecraft Live? Most likely. I mean, that would be my best bet. My best bet. That would be my best bet, is maybe we'll, I mean, it still could release earlier before Minecraft Live, right? But just looking at this point, I feel like the Copper Age update's release date will be announced at Minecraft Live. Along with, you know, the reveal of the next update after the Copper Age update. Which hopefully it's another big update. Major big update. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I really do like these, you know, game drops. I really do like them. I really like the game drops idea. But I also really do hope they can do more major updates. Right, big updates. I do hope that they can still do some big updates. Not just game drops. Because yes, I do love the game drops, but I also love the big update, massive big updates that we would normally get as well. So yeah. Now, would I believe that it's going to be an end update? Most likely not. Again, every year, I always hope that it's an end update. I mean, I still think we are going to get one. I still think we're going to get one. I don't think it's going to be the next update. But I do know that we will still get one. A new end update. I know we'll still get a new end update. Eventually. Because again, they gave we got the Nether update, right? That introduced the new biomes and stuff. Made the Nether a lot more better. Right? A lot more better to explore. And I'm just hoping that they would do the same thing with the end. Have new biomes, even maybe add some new like ender trees as well, right? Ender trees, kind of like they did with the Nether trees, the crimson warped, or the crimson trees and the warped trees as well. That would be really cool to see. And of course, no mobs in the dimension as well. Kind of like how we had the Striders, the Piglins, the Hoglins, right? Those in the Nether. We need some new mobs besides just the Enderman. Because that's all that, if you think about it, that's all that's in the end, is just Enderman. Besides, not counting the Ender Dragon, of course. Not counting the Ender Dragon, we only have Enderman in the end. And, and Sulkers, right? Sulkers, we also have. But that's only when you find end cities. You only find Sulkers at the end cities. But Enderman, you find everywhere else. And I guess if you count Endermites as well. But they only appear... They don't appear often. They only appear only when you throw a certain amount of ender pearls. Which, yeah, they're not just related to the end, of course. Yeah, they're called endermites, but you can have them in the overworld as well. But yeah, we just need a big overhaul. A massive overhaul for the end. We really do. It's about time that we do. The Nether got it. The Nether got it, so why not the end, right? I mean, again, think about it. The end dimension is basically where the final boss is. Right? It's basically where the final boss is of the game. And also where the end credits are, right? Where the credits of the game is. Once you defeat the Ender Dragon and get back to the overworld, you see the credits play. So, yeah. We need a new update for I might actually come back to this once we have the spade shows, to be honest. I just felt like it would be a bit better to try to come back once we have the spade shows. But yeah, we just need a new complete overhaul for the end dimension. Because again, it's the end bit of the game, for Pete's sake, right? Where the final boss is, like I mentioned, and we really do need something new for the Ender Dragon as well. We definitely do need something new when it comes to the Ender Dragon fight as well. Because if you think about it, the Ender Dragon fight is still pretty easy, right? Can still be pretty easy. It would be pretty cool if they actually can make it a little bit more challenging. Because, again, it's the final boss. I know I'm saying that a lot, but it's true. It's the final boss of the game. So, you think that they would actually have make it a bit more, you know, of a good challenge. Make it of a better challenge to actually fight it. And of course, we still need dual wielding on Bedrock. We still need dual wielding. Like, a lot of the dual wielding that's on Java. Like, being able to hold a pickaxe in one hand and a torch in the other. Lord have mercy, we need that in Bedrock. We seriously need that in Bedrock. We seriously need that in Bedrock. Because it could be so annoying at times having to switch from a pickaxe to a torch and then go back to a torch or to the pickaxe, right? We need where we can have a pickaxe in one hand and the torch in the other hand, so we can mine while also placing torches. And we also need to have food in our offhand as well, and certain blocks we need too. We need to be able to have so we can be able to do a pickaxe in one hand and a block in the other hand. Again, we just need dual wielding. I mean, yeah, we got some items that we can dual wield, right? Like maps, Totem of Undyings, arrows. I don't know why, but Nautilus cells. What is the point of doing dual wielding with Nautilus cells? Putting it in our offhand. Like, what is the point of having Nautilus cells in our offhand? I don't really see the point of it. I don't really see the point of having the Nautilus cells in our offhand. But y'all do get the idea. We only have so limited options that we can put in our offhand. We don't have a lot of options when it comes to items that we can put in our offhand. Really, all I'm asking when it comes to Bedrock is torches, number one. Torches in offhand, and food in offhand. That is the big things that I want to have in our offhand to be able to put. Torches and food in our offhand. So we can have a weapon in one hand, and we can be able to eat as well in the other hand, with the other hand. And again, when it comes to mining, have a pickaxe in one hand and torch torches in the other hand. Again, that is the two big things that I want in Bedrock. The two big things I want in Bedrock when it comes to dual wielding is torches and food. And again, maybe some blocks. Certain blocks, right? Being able to do certain blocks. But mainly food and torches is what I'm wanting. It would make mining so much easier, especially. It would just make mining a whole lot better. Because again, if you see a lot of Java players, how they're able to have food in their offhand and can be able to eat while building and having a weapon in the other hand. And when they're mining, they can have a torch in the other offhand and pickaxe in the main hand. Right? How they're able to do that when it comes to mining and stuff. And on Bedrock, we don't have that. I know they're supposed to, you know, do a complete overhaul as well when it comes to dual wielding. Just because of not how received dual wielding was when it first came out for Java. Because if you think about it, when dual wielding was first added onto Java Edition, back in 1.9, when we got the first end update that introduced, you know, the Elytra and all of that, the end cities and stuff. That was the first actual combat update, right? Well, it was called the combat update. But yeah, that update was just not well received, basically. That whole update was just not well received by the community. I'm quite curious to see what they are going to do to make it the dual wielding a bit better. I am curious to see what they're gonna do. I am quite curious. Quite curious to see how they're gonna do it. Do the changes when it comes to dual wielding. It's actually pretty interesting that I'm actually able to keep the Aku Aku here. I thought it would have gotten rid of the Aku Aku because, well, now that I think about it, there is that whole section which still taunts me to this day. But there's a section, if any of y'all don't know, there is a section that always used to taunt me in the original. And this is the part right here. You know, or when I was younger, I was never able to complete Crash 2 100% because there would be only one gem missing. Well, I guess two if you think about it when it comes to Unbearable. But one section, I would replay this level countless of times trying to figure out what crates am I missing, and I never would have thought when I was younger to fall down a hole and there would be a whole different section. This used to taunt me when I was younger. And have made go through all over my head. I swear. This whole section right here used to go through my head, over my head. Because again, you're usually meant to avoid going down the pits, right? Going down those black holes. So, again, my younger self is like, yeah, of course, I can't fall down there, because, you know, you die. But I never knew in this level alone, on that section, that there would be something like that. Right? Like, I never knew. It still gets me to this day. This whole part to this day. And I guess I would say I kind of felt a bit stupid at times, not realizing this whole part here. But again, I never knew this existed when I was younger. I never knew this part existed when I was younger. So what was I supposed to do exactly? Right? Like, what was I supposed to do? I did not have a clue that that part existed. And let me tell you though, I felt so happy when I finally realized, when it came to that whole section, and I was able to 100% Crash 2 for the first time. Like, it just felt so good. It felt so good. It just felt so good. Made me feel so good about it. Ow. Well, yeah, that was kind of my fault there, I guess. Again, we don't normally have Aku. You don't normally be able to have an Aku Aku when you're riding Polar. At least on the Insane Trilogy. And again, this is a part also that I never knew when I was younger. Hang on a sec. You know, the whole secret exit to get to Unbearable. I never knew that you could actually go back and get to Polar to get to the Secret Warp Room to be able to do Unbearable. So yeah, this level and Unbearable were the only two gems from the original that I could not have figured out how to get when I was younger. Those were the only two gems I missed when I was younger, when trying to 100% Crash 2.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
But yeah, Unbearable, or Totally Bare. Why did I say Unbearable? That was the level that we were just doing. I meant Totally Bare, sorry. Not Unbearable. Yeah, not Unbearable. I'm sorry. Totally Bare. But yeah, this one and Unbearable were the only two gems that I missed. I could not figure out how to do in the original. Until one day, after so many attempts trying to figure it out, I decided to watch a YouTube video. Like, I tried so many times, I can't tell you how many days and probably even months as well that it took me to figure it out. But I eventually decided to see where it was from a video. I don't know why it took me so long to look at a video. I don't know why it took me so long back then. I have no clue why it took me so long back then. Looking back at me all the way, looking at now all the way to then, I have no clue why it took me so long. There's the gem, and there's the relic, and it's platinum as well. So I got both the crate gem and the platinum relic. I got both a crate gem and a platinum relic. How about that? How about that? How about them apples? Oh yeah, we gotta do tiny. Duh. I was trying to go up, but duh, we gotta do tiny first. This fight is still very, very creative to me. I don't know why. I just always like this fight when it comes to tiny. Just this whole jumping on these platforms, floating platforms, and trying to trick Tiny into falling. Like this. Again, I don't know why. I just find it so satisfying. A very creative idea. And again, obviously this was from the original as well. This whole fight was from the original as well. So, whoever thought of this, from Naughty Dog especially, was a genius. Definitely a genius. I mean, yeah, it's basically pretty simple. If you figure out of how you do it, it's pretty simple, but it's very creative as well. It's very creative. Very, very creative. Everything went well on my appointment as well. With my MRI and stuff. Everything went very well. I am happy to say. Everything is looking good. They are all pleased, the doctors. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, the polar bear can get it. Oh, dear Jesus! I thought I was gonna fall in the hole. I really thought I was gonna fall there. Somehow I didn't. That was crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hanging out. This one I may also wait until I have the speed suits. I may also just wait until I have the speed suits. Because this one, even trying to get gold, even trying to get a gold relic, this one can kind of be tricky. Even trying to get a regular gold relic. So, yeah, I'll just wait until I get the speed suits to do this relic, this level's relic. Again, along with sooner or later. Because the times, again, really just to get gold, a gold relic, are very tight. So, I might as well just wait until I get the speed suits after defeating Cortex. I just feel like it would be probably a bit better just to wait. We are almost 2 months until the new SpongeBob game releases. Yeah, almost 2 months away. When it's the 18th, it'll be officially 2 months until the SpongeBob Titans of the Tide releases. Not sure exactly of when I would be getting a PS5, but definitely, again, that is still my big thing on saving up for. That is still my big thing on saving for. The next big thing I am saving up for is a PS5. So surprised I didn't get electrocuted there. Totally Fly. I love how we have one level which is totally bare, and then one Totally Fly. And I do like on these two levels that you can do the time trial right when you unlock the level. Like you can immediately do the time trial instead of having to, like you would normally do, have to beat the level first. Since there's no crystal as well, since there's no power crystal in these levels, I guess it does make sense. Right, I guess it does make sense with that. Oh, I missed the time crate. It's fine. There we go. Now I'll go back and do the gym. And this is the exact same music that plays during the credits on the original, Crash 2, during the credits. Just in case if y'all did not know that. I meant to mention it before. It's pretty cool. If you just listen very carefully, you can recognize it. Yeah, if that was the original, I would definitely have to wait there for those crates to, you know, fill in. But not on the insane version. Just wait to get the Firefly. I always make sure to wait to get the Firefly before or until after I get those crates. There we go. Totally Fly is now out the window. I do like, if you think about it, and again, sadly you don't actually see the other islands on the Insane Trilogy, or on this version, but on the original Crash 2, you could actually see the different islands from Crash 1 in the secret warp room here, because technically this would mean the secret warp room on Crash 2 is technically would actually make it like Cortex's, you know, or castle, Cortex's castle, or the island with Cortex's castle on it. If you think about it, because on the original you could actually see the other islands. The other two islands that you go to on Crash 1. Again, sad that you can't see them on this version, only on the original. But it's still really cool that you could actually see the other two islands that, you know, have Ripperoo and that have Papu Papu and Kuala Kong as well. Yeah, that's a good idea, placing Aku Aku crate right next right next to a nitro, or some nitro crates. That's very handy. Or very smart, I should say. That's very, very smart. I could never get to some extra man on this part. There were some extra man up on some crates up there. You can't really see it, but there are some, maybe if I, hang on. Yeah, see those crates up there? And you need to bounce your way from this crate and bounce on top of these to get to the extra man. Most of the time, I could never be able to do it. Yeah, I could never be able to do it most of the time. But yeah, there's just some extra men up there. Most of the time, I am never able to do it. We'll go to the death route first. We just need one more extra man, and then we have max extra man. Since, you know, you can always go up to only 99. Unless if it's the first game, which you can do that whole glitch. That whole glitch where you can go over 99 extra men. Like, I'm pretty sure one time I actually went up to close to 300. Yeah, went up close to 300 extra men by doing that glitch. And of course there is that whole, we're actually gonna have to do it in behaving. Because there's more bays that appear. But, you know, that whole exploit, or, would you call it an exploit when it comes to getting extra men? I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't recall you able to do it on the original. But on the Insane Trilogy, you are actually able to get extra men from spinning the bays back into the beehive. The swarm of bays. Again, at least in behaving, that you're able to do it, since more bays will spawn. And that is another level that I used to be so scared of when I was younger. Behaving, especially, I used to be terrified when I was younger. Because of the bays. How fast the bays are, and when Crash swells up. It did scare me when I was younger. I mean, you can't really blame my little self, right? You can't really blame my little self for being scared at the bays and stuff. You can't really blame myself. Normally I just do, a whole death exploit to get back to the checkpoint after getting the gem, just so we could get back to that area to take the secret exit. But we didn't that time.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the trips he's taking.
Now we can go back to Road to Ruin. I don't know if there's actually a way that you can actually get to this whole area, since this is technically at the beginning of the regular level. But is there a way that you can actually do some kind of jump, that actually you can jump over the hole, the gap, and actually make it to this section here without even taking the whole secret exit to get to the secret warp room to get to this part? I wonder that. I mean, like I said, this is a huge jump that you would have to take, but what if it was possible that you could do something like this, right, a slide and then spin, and somehow make it all the way to there? I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to do that before, so I can't say if it's possible, but you never know. And also, on the original Crash 2, there was a glitch where you can actually get to 200%. No joke. On the original, you can actually do a glitch that actually makes you get 64 gems and 64 power crystals by jumping on some seals for a certain number of times. It's kind of hard to explain exactly how you would do it, but I feel like I did it at least once. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, it would take a lot of patience as well, because all you're doing at the time is just jumping, having to land the jumps perfect, do the jumps and land on the ground perfect, and just some other stuff too. But yeah, how you're able to get 64 gems, 64 power crystals, even though you're not even supposed to be over 25 and 42 gems. You can get up to 64 by doing a glitch. That would make you get over the 200, get onto 200%, even though it is not possible. You can only get up to 100% on the original / 102% on the Insane Trilogy, just because, the 102%, the reason of that is because, with the relics. Just with the whole relics, it makes it to 102% instead of 100%, since you're counting the relics. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, though. It's pretty crazy. And I'm pretty sure I have actually seen people able to get the platinum relics without the triple spin in Crash 4. Yeah. Getting the relics, the platinum relics, without the triple spin. Oh, I thought I could make it through without getting electrocuted. I'm not even sure if you could get 3 Aku Akus in this level when it comes to the time trial. I always can't remember if you're even able to get 3. Make sure to hit the nitro detonation box since, you know, we left that 3 crate next to those nitros. I mean, every crate matters. Every crate counts. I mean, there are some pretty good times here. That you can actually manage to get platinum without the speed suits. This one can definitely be another annoying by itself, I would say. It can be another annoying level by itself. Especially how you are really needing to, you know, the game intends you to have 3 Aku Akus, or at least 2 Aku Akus, when entering the death route. Because, you know, of the 3rd Aku Aku that is in the death route. The game really does intend you to have 3 Aku Akus when you're in the death route, to be able to do the death route. Especially when it comes to, you know, the relic as well. Oh yeah, now that I remember, this is another level I could not do when I was, or 100% when I was younger. You know why? There is an evil crate. This one up there. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Again, it just cut off. But we're back. What I was gonna say was, before it did that, I don't know if it... I didn't realize... Didn't know if it cut off right when I was saying it or what, but... How I was not able to do this part in the original, this level. This was another level, along with Unbearable and Totally Bare, that I could not be able to do. Is because, yeah, that crate up there, I could not see in the original, the camera angle does not let you see that crate in the original. That is the only crate I miss throughout the whole level. Every other crate I was able to get except that one. How annoying it was. Yeah, how annoying it was when it came to that one single crate that it had a very bad camera angle that you could not be able to see where it was in the original. And again, that was when I didn't even look up, when I was just trying to do things by myself, or without any help or anything. So that's another thing why it took me so long to try to do. And I will do a certain strat, which yes, this will cause me to lose quite a bit of extra men that I normally do here. But yeah, I jump off the cliff, go back here, and I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get my 2 more Aku Akus. Just so I can go back into the death route, which we're gonna have to get the crates. But I can go through all the way to where that exclamation crate is to fill in all the other crates that we need. I mean, we got plenty of extra men. We got plenty of extra men here. And this is what I always normally do as well. Because I always want to make sure I can get all the crate, or all the gems, in the same attempt. In the same, you know, going through the level. Going in the level one time to get everything. I always want to do. So yeah, we're just gonna do like we did before. But this time when we get to the edge, we're gonna turn around. Yeah, that time we were gonna turn around. And of course we're gonna have to be easy now when going back. It's fine. Now we can go back to the normal route. Now that we got all the crates here. Now we just go. Also, we gotta make sure we don't die, too, before getting to another checkpoint. Is it still playing the music? Like, the death route music? I think it's still playing the death route music. Yeah, it's still playing the death route music. I'm pretty sure, at least. Okay, there we go. It finally registered It finally registered, like, oh, you're not in the dust route anymore. Yeah, like, oh, wait a sec, you're not in the dust route anymore. And change soundtracks. I don't really think it's necessary to try to get that extra man. To be honest, I don't think it's really worth trying to risk getting that extra man behind those nitro crates. There we go. And again, if you were not able to save that crate in the bonus stage that I was talking about, you would end up with 154 crates of 155. And this is another level that I may just wait until I get the speed suits as well. I just feel like it would probably be a bit better until I have the speed suits to do that level. With the relic. Now, if it was a speed run, that would definitely be a bit different. We would definitely go ahead also and do the relic there. But since this is not a speed run, yeah, since this is not a speed run, I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, technically you can make this jump without using this green jump platform. Just by doing that. Obviously in the original, you would need that green jump path to get to this area. Right, you would need that green jump platform thing to get to this area. But on the Insane Trilogy, you can just do that jump like I did. And you'd be able to make it across. Yeah, I kind of did spend a bit too late. And just to make it back across, or just to make it back to where we were, there we go. Yeah, I probably should have seen that coming. Just from that angle, it did look like I was going to fall into the hole. Just from the angle, it did look like I was going to go into the hole. hopefully everybody is enjoying the stream. If y'all are still tuning in. These platforms here, though, are something. Wow. Like I said, these platforms are something. Definitely something when it comes to when you're doing the relics, though. For real. I'm trying to get to this detonation box without dying, which probably would be smart if you get that checkpoint first that is across, right? It'd probably been smart if you would have gotten, if you could get the checkpoint first before doing that. Attempting to get that whole detonation box. Thankfully, we did it pretty easily, so we didn't have to worry with that. Thankfully, we did it pretty easy. Yeah, that was smart. Alright, that was great. Get her there, you monkey. I mean, you're still able to get 3 Aku Akus in this level, even without that one from that bounce crate. You're still able to get 3 Aku Akus in this level, even without that one. Technically, that would have been the second one that we had. Because the third one would be right after the detonation switch. That's a detonation crate. Yeah, this one right here. It would have been this one. That would have been the third one. So yeah, you definitely don't really need to get that one from the bounce crate that we did, because you can still get all 3 Aku Aku masks in the level. Alright, behaving. Behaving. And this is what the exploit does. See? Getting extra men here. Spinning them right back towards the beehive. And you actually get extra men So yeah, this could be a pretty efficient way for you to gain extra men if you really need it. If you really need the extra men, that is a really good strat for you to do. I don't think it's in the original. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I don't know if it's in the original. I wouldn't think it is. I will just go ahead and say, I don't think it's in the original. Like, I don't know if you could do that in the original. I am unsure if you could do it in the original. And of course we have this. Those fake nitros. And that will lead us here. To get the purple gem. I mean, yeah, you can tell that they're fake because they're not jumping, right? They're not bouncing like the real nitro crates would. Right? You can tell that they're not real nitro crates. I'm gonna get stung there today. Thank you very much. Right, engine time.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Deliver the crystals to Engine.
Let's go, Engine. Again, out of all the Engine boss fights, by far, I definitely love the one in Crash 4. Yeah, I love the one in Crash 4. The whole fight with him. Just the whole Guitar Hero-like theme boss fight. Because, again, it does remind me a whole lot of Guitar Hero. There we go. That's the arms taken care of. Again, just using Wumpa Fruit, though, to do this is pretty funny. To damage his thing that he made. Didn't even get a chance to release that rocket. Goodbye, engine. Behaving. Also, just wait to get that crate there. That crate where those time crates where that nitro was. Where those nitros were surrounding. Thankfully I got knocked Raku. Workroom 5.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Piston it away. Yeah, this one can definitely be something, I can definitely say. This level here. Especially since there's some crates also in the death route. Yeah, there's crates also in the death route. So, but this time you have to make it really close to the end of the level. Pretty much at the end of the level, get all the crates there and go backwards. Travel back all the way to the death route to get the remaining crates. Yeah. Definitely something. So yeah, gonna have to not die before getting to that checkpoint, or to that death route. There you go. Not gonna be knocking me off today. Hear me, lab assistants? You ain't gonna be knocking me off today. Not even gonna get that extra man over there. There's no point. Yeah, there's really no point trying to get that extra man, because, well, we can't even collect any extra men anymore. And plus, there's nitros there. And I don't want to have to carefully navigate in between those nitros to get to that extra man. I don't care really that I just lost an Aku. As long as we can get to the checkpoint that's in this death route, we're fine. Okay, we're good now. It's so weird having a death route though. A death route inside I mean not a death route. A checkpoint inside a death route. It's very weird. So this is really the actual end of the level. Unlike that other one, where that other path where you're getting the other crates before going to the death route. That's actually not the legit end of the level, since the whole actual end of the level is in the death route. It's kind of interesting. Not a whole... Really, you don't really see a whole lot of that right? A whole lot of that are like that. Okay, yeah, just... I forgot there's no Aku Aku there. Yeah, I thought I could have managed to slide through that. That was subtle, I will say. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't go beforehand with the pistons. Okay, that's actually pretty good there. How they all lifted up like that. That's actually really good. Yeah, that's actually really good. I'm liking this run so far. I'm really liking this run so far. This run's still not that bad. This run is still going well. Yeah, this run is still going very good, I will say. Ew! No. This might actually have to be another one that I will have to wait until the spade says. Man, I thought that run was actually going to go good, but yeah, well, I might as well just wait to do that one too. Go back and get the gold relic for there once I have the spade says. Might as well probably do that for Spaced Out as well. Just wait. Because we are on the final warp room as well, so... But yeah, I am not satisfied with a Sapphire Relic. Unless if it was Rapha Cortex or Nitro Cart. Any other ones, I am not satisfied with a Sapphire Relic. Again, I can't even really carry any more extra men, so it's fine that I didn't even grab that. Yeah, I really do like these space levels, like flying through space. That's kind of what I would also like to see return. Being in these jetpacks here. Maybe it's just me. But same thing goes with the motorcycles. I don't know why. I really would like to see the motorcycles also return. In the planes as well. A lot of y'all would probably say, oh, heck nah. Right? Oh, nah. I mean, yeah, I know there's a lot of people that aren't a fan of the whole, you know, plane levels from Warped and the whole motorcycles as well. I know there's not a whole lot of people that are a fan of that. I mean, we did get the polar, or the riding levels back. Technically, right? Technically, we kind of got them brought back. I mean, they're not the entirety of the level that you're riding on Polar or that alien creature in Crash Landed. But you do know what I mean, though. We do have segments like that back in Crash 4. And I wouldn't mind if we actually saw the underwater levels as well from Warped. I do enjoy the underwater levels. I really do enjoy the underwater levels. And I wouldn't mind if they brought back, which technically they also did bring this back, but that was in a chase sequence. And, you know, truck stopped and hit the road. But the whole ball, riding in the ball, right? Kind of like in Rafa Cortex. I wouldn't mind if they brought that kind of thing back as well. Where you're in the entirety of the level, the whole level, that you're in the giant ball that you're rolling inside of. I wouldn't mind if they brought that back too. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind if they brought that back too. Because I did like those levels in Rafa Cortex. I do like those levels in Rafa Cortex. Rolling inside those giant hamster-like balls that they remind me of. They just remind me of hamster balls. And I wouldn't mind, like, if they brought back that Jeep, right? If they brought back that Jeep that Crash rode in Rafa Cortex. I wouldn't mind that either. Again, that's just with me, of course. Who knows with everybody else? If they would want to see the planes return. You know, you controlling a plane, or being underwater, or on the motorcycles. But I certainly would actually like it. Now, I do know something that I know a lot of people would probably not want to return. And that's, of course, the mutants. Or the Titans, right? I know there's a lot of people that really don't want to see another game like Crash of the Titans or Mind Over Mutant. Because again, there's people that do like those games, and a lot of people that don't. I do. I'm personally on the side that I do enjoy those games. Those Crash games with the mutants, the Titans. I do have enjoyment on those Crash games with the mutants. Again, I say mutants when I do mean Titans. It's basically the same thing. Titans, mutants, same thing. Yeah, I do have enjoyment on those ones. Titans and Crash Mind Over Mutant. And I actually wouldn't, or I actually would actually like to see a continuation from Mind Over Mutant, because it kind of just ended like how it did, right? It had one of those endings. Like, Cortex escapes. We don't know where he escaped to, right? We don't know where he escaped to. And it's also kind of a question as well. Would they even continue the story from Mind Over Mutant? Technically, there was, with Titans, there was a story that they were able to continue from, right? Of how they made Crash Mind Over Mutant. But with Crash Mind Over Mutant, is there any way that they could continue the story where Mind Over Mutant left off? That's what I want to know. Is there a way for them to continue the story, if they were to continue the story from Mind Over Mutant, with a new game that has the mutants involved? Let's just say. I do have, and I do, well, yeah, I still do, but when it comes to my DS, which, of course, does not work now, like, I've had it for so many years that, yeah, it's just gotten old now, but, yeah, I've had both Mind Over Mutant and Titans on my DS. Ew, another Sapphire? Like, no, I'm not accepting these. I'm not accepting those. Like, no, I'm not accepting them. There's no way I'm accepting them. I thought I could probably get one as well from, be able to do that without the speed suits, but I guess not. So yeah, I guess this is the last relic, the last level with the relic that we can do before we go back with the speed suits. Right? Before we get the speed suits to do the other levels, I'm guessing. I just felt it. But, yeah. I needed to back it up. Back it up. Huh? Back it up. Right. Back it up. Shift into reverse. Oh, yeah, reverse. I probably wouldn't back it up like SpongeBob and Squidward did, though. I don't think I would back it up that far. Yeah, go ahead and get this relic. And all the other relics and redoing of the relics that I got Sapphire on, I would do with the speed suits. Once we defeat Cortex. There you go. Alright. Spaced out. Go ahead and do this. I think I could go ahead and destroy that, and yeah, just do that. Yellow. Red. And then purple. Alrighty, now we can do the level itself. I just wanted to go ahead and get that gem from all the colored gems that we've collected. I'm gonna wait to get that Aku Aku. Wait, yeah, I didn't miss anything over there, did I? I don't remember. Hang on, I might want to just, again, I don't know why I just completely forgot, but let me just redo this whole bonus stage. for some reason it just completely went blank. Mine just completely went blank from the start. On what was on the start. Okay, yeah. Okay, we were good. We were good there. For some reason it just decided to just completely go blank. So yeah, we're good. I just had to check for some reason. But yeah, it was just nitros. Oh, that was good. That was funny. Yeah, be careful with that. There we go. All the crystals, and I'm pretty sure we just now have all the gems as well. Let's go ahead and do Cortex.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't going to use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's going to harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Yes, we're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
Definitely one of the easiest fights, I would say, in the game. Because basically it's just a chase sequence. Just get to the end before he escapes. I do like the little detail that he is carrying a power crystal, though. Because in the original, he wasn't carrying a power crystal with him in this part. So I do like the little detail they made on him carrying the power crystal with him. I do like that little detail they gave Cortex. Yeah, just watch out for the mines and stuff. There we go.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex? It's still up there.
And yeah, Crash is just gonna be dragging away by a crab. And I just like that detail, though. How, yeah, the crab just drags Crash while he's sleeping. It's just pretty funny. And of course, we have now gotten all the gems.
You have acquired all of the gems. Incredible. Crystals are not the only means of harnessing planetary energy. The gems have that ability as well. And with them, I can destroy the Cortex Vortex forever. Let me warp you to my completed laser installation.
We might as well go and do that as well. So the 100% ending before we go back and get those relics that we need.
We are ready, friends. Honest?
And of course, that's how Uka beats Freed in 3. Spaced out. Since we're right close to it, might as well start with that. Wow, already a good start. There you go. Go back and redo Night Fight. This should hopefully be a bit better now that we have the speed suits. Really? And I guess it shouldn't be no big deal, because just hit the detonation box to get that 3 crate. Dang it. still... That's way better. That is way better than a sapphire. Way, way, way better than sapphire. And we'll go ahead and also do redo, piston it away. Yeah, that was my fault. That was my bad. Oh, what if I actually made that? That would have been pretty good. If I actually would have made that. Okay, how is this? How is that? Okay, so yeah, then another cut again, or cut off again. So we're back, go. Once again, we are back. Just got 3 relics to go. Cold Hard Cross, Hanging Out, and Sooner or Later. Then we got 102%. Again, we gotta make sure also that we get 3 Aku Akus when going into the death route. Or have 3 Aku Akus. I don't know which way is faster, to be honest, in this level, when doing the relic. Like, which way do y'all think it's faster? I normally use the death route. I don't know exactly which way is faster. Using the death route. Oh, there's fake Crest in the background. If y'all would have saw through that glass, through the ice. I would have saw fake crash. Oh, come on. Just getting stuck there. Just get stuck there, that's fine. Please be something good. Okay. I accept gold. It probably could have been platinum if I would have did those jumps correctly. It most definitely could have been platinum for sure. But I'll accept gold. Hanging out. Wow, what a bad attempt. Dadgummit. This is probably one of my least favorite levels when it comes to the time trials, though. Again, especially of how tight the time is. Even when it comes to gold, it can be pretty tight. And again, you gotta make these monkey bars. You have to waste no time on the monkey bars as well. Like, you just cannot waste any time with these monkey bars. Again, I always miss that jump somehow. You just gotta try not to waste a whole lot of time. Alright, we're good. Again, for platinum, it has to be an exactly a perfect run. I swear. If you're going to get platinum, you have to do it perfect. Everything has to be absolutely perfect. If you're going to get platinum, everything has to be absolutely perfect. Again, sooner or later, if you're going to get platinum, you have to get all 3 Aku Aku masks. Keep all 3 Aku Aku masks. Yeah. if you're going to get platinum, especially, you're going to have to try to keep all 3. No, I'm sorry, not try. You're going to have to keep all 3 Aku Aku masks, which, yeah, I'm not able... Yeah, this was a bad attempt either way. But yeah, you're going to have to keep the 3 Aku Aku masks that you get. I don't have a flip. There. I guess this run... Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I guess this run is dead now, but... Surprisingly, no. Yeah, I think it's a 36. I'm pretty sure. It's a 36. Platinum is. But there we go. That's everything. All the crystals, all the gems, the gold and platinum relics. And we got confetti. If we're in, like, the secret warp room, it would definitely, or it would be fireworks if we're in the secret warp room. But yeah, that is everything here. 21 gold relics and 6 platinum relics. But yeah, that'll conclude this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like and subscribe to the channel, make sure your phone gets turned on so we say anything new. Like to know what you think. Catch you next one.